Hey Al, welcome back to the Adelaide versus Sydney Sixers game.
Hi, Kount. Yeah,
Yeah, yesterday Bird's hamstring burnt my $30.
it did. The
That
pitch was
brought
also different
Marcus
from
back.
how it usually behaves. The pitch was
Yeah, I
also
mean,
different from usual.
yeah. But one thing, you had it right. So,
Mm.
the team bowling second would have a lot of purchase for the fast bowlers, and Trent Bolt got 2 wickets for no runs. So that was a great start, but they were not expecting that closer finish for a low-scoring game.
Yeah, it was
That
only
was interesting.
122 and they made a meal of it.
Yeah. So let's jump right into today's game. So let me
Yeah,
share my screen. Here we go. So as usual, let's start with the venue notes. So Adelaide Oval. So again, long straight boundaries, short square boundaries.
yeah. We saw a lot of Adelaide in the World Cup. It was one of the higher scoring venues. That on the last match, it did affect South Africa. The pitch was different, but in general, it was one of the highest scoring venues. The one that where Lytton Das nearly took the match away from us.
Yeah, and leg spinners will come into play. Both the teams have, you know, obviously Adelaide has Rashid Khan, and Sydney Sixers have
Mm.
got an upcoming leg spinner. We'll talk about him
Yeah.
uh, when we discuss the Sydney Sixers team. So 166 is a par score.
Mm.
Compared to Manuka Oval, I don't think there'll be any surprises in Adelaide because they just recently played the World Cup games
It is
there.
on.
So
It is also one of their traditional venues, so there's not a lot that's going to be different from what we usually see at the venue. It should be a high scoring game.
yeah, and obviously the team that wins the toss would want to bat first. The
Yeah,
team batting first have got a
mm.
60% of win record.
There's a definite bias towards batting first at the venue for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. So with that, let's go into the team notes.
Mm.
So obviously, it's going to be a contest between, I think, the express pace of Taunton and the spin of Rashid Khan
Yeah.
versus Ben Dwarshes. Am I saying
Mm.
his name right?
Yeah.
And the new leg spinner Naveed.
Mm. Zerolak Naveed.
So
Mm.
Ishraf Ulak Naveed. So for the uninitiated, I picked up a YouTube video
Mm.
to show our viewers, and he's got a really good googly,
Mm.
and his leg spinners also turn really well. So let me just play it for a couple of seconds. That is Ishraf Ulak Naveed. So he's got that mean leg spinner, and he's also got a big googly. Look at that. He's definitely an exciting talent,
Mm.
young talent to watch out
Yeah.
for. What are his chances of him being picked up in the 11 today?
I think very high, especially with Jordan not available. Jordan is not. Jordan was supposed to be part of this 11 and a very big part of that. But now that he's not available, at least for the first three games, Israel Navid will get a chance at this today, at least against this opposition. At least because if you notice the matchup section, the entire top three of the opposition struggles against leg spin. So Navid could be a game changer for them today.
Yeah, Chris Flynn would be happy that he does not have to face Rashid Khan, but he has to face Isharful
Yeah.
Ulak
There are many
Naveed.
different
Uh,
versions of Rashid Khan in Afghanistan. They just keep coming
yeah,
up.
right. So they are short. Weatherall and Lynn, both all three of them have a weakness against leg spin, and Lynn does get into a shell when spinners are operating. So, are there any chances that Jason Gillespie would want Lynn to open?
But I thought so, but he has confirmed that he'll be playing. Lynn will be playing at number three. So we are expecting either Weatherald or Nielsen to open one of the two left-handers in the side, so that Matthew Short gets a left-handed complement at the top.
Yeah. So whether all you were saying that he does have a you know problem against express space.
Mm.
So there could be a chance that Lin could be coming in quite early into the play.
Yeah, I think if you go to the matchup section, you'll be able to see that Brazil has a problem against new ball bowling up front. If you notice, right arm and Sydney Sixers do have a quality right arm new ball bowler in Sean Abbott. So that's something that's going to be difficult for him to survive. And even if he survives that throughout the innings, he has had problems against left arm pace. And then there is the spinners as well. He doesn't have a great record. So pretty much the entire bowling unit is working against Weatherall today.
Yeah, and for I just saw Ben Wash's bowl, you know, today. But he seems to be a exciting talent, a left-hander. Really can take the wickets.
Cautious. Oh, there it goes. In the slot. Oh, over the fence. Here we go, boys.
So definitely a great
He's
talent,
gone straight up. That should be the
a
first
good
wicket.
left-hand bowler. You could expect him to come into play early on, picking up wickets like Bolt did yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah, so just kind of going through the notes. So CDG, he's in good form, but coming in into these conditions, what's your expectation of CDG today?
I think Adelaide is one of the few Australian decks that will suit Colin de Grantham because of the lack of pace on the deck. It's not as high as some of the other venues. The bounce and pace is manageable, and if Adelaide strikers use him well, like most of the teams try and use him as a conventional pace power hitter down the order. But if he's floated up, if he's batted around the 7th to 16th over mark, he'll have an impact down the line. Even if he starts slow, going down the line, you could expect him to win at least like 2 to 3 matches for Adelaide on his own.
Yeah, and you have an exciting talent in Thornton. He does bowl express pace.
Yeah, Taunton is so good last year. It was a revelation. One of the promising talents in Australia. The pace that he bowls at and the movement, the inward movement in particular, that comes in at that pace. It's something. Lynn himself was a victim of it last year when he was playing for Brisbane Heat. So it's going to be. It's one of the players that I'm looking forward to this season. How well he has progressed over the last 365 days.
Yeah, so kind of look at how Thornton got Chris Lynn out. There was a clip I took out. So Lynn would be very happy that
Got him.
he does not
So
have
he
to face
knocks it
Thornton or
away
Rashid
with
Khan.
pure speed. And the young fella introduced himself.
Is it streaming
So
well
he's
for you? For
amazing.
me, the images are freezing. I'm not sure why. Maybe the
I
limitations of
mean,
it.
okay. So let me, yeah. How is it now? Probably since I was streaming the YouTube, it was not coming through well.
Yeah,
Is
the
this
video
okay
was
now?
okay. Yeah, this is better. Yeah.
Okay. So let me go back to that sheet. So going to the Sydney Sixers
Mm,
playing 11, we spoke about Josh Philippe
mm,
in one of our earlier shows in detail, and we also picked him as the top run getter for Sydney Sixers.
mm.
Well, let's go
Zampa
into the
was off to a
matchups.
good start yesterday, to picking up 2 wickets.
Yeah, Zampa picked up a couple of wickets. He's also the highest wicket taker for BBL. I think he's reached 100 wickets. I'm really excited for Zampa's and Felipe's progress this BBL. But
Yeah.
Felipe does not really have any, you know, downside or a negative against any of their bowlers. So
If
he
anything,
looks
I
like he would
think
come out.
Adelaide's best chances in getting him with the new ball. Siddle has a good record against right-handers, and Taunton as well can cause some problems. But if they miss him at that point, then it's going to be very difficult for them to get rid of Felipe. Felipe, he also plays spin well, has a good record against Rashid Khan on good batting decks in Australia. So so that's going to be something that they'll have to watch out.
He has also got experience on his side, having had three successful
Mm.
BBLs back to back.
Mm.
Yeah, but James Vince does have a weakness against express pace, so he
Yeah.
would. come against Henry Thornton, and that will be a good contest
Mm.
to watch.
Yeah, that would be a. There are at least a couple of batters in that lineup who struggle against raw pace, which is what makes Taunton a player who is not even picked by 1% of managers today a good differential option.
Yeah, so talking about differentials and the options today. So obviously, Rashid Khan is a big match player. Josh Philippe again for Sydney Sixers is expected to come good today. But the differentials could be, not many people would have heard of Sharulak Naveed, only 0.5% ownership, and also Henry Thornton. Are you with me, Al? I lost you. Did we lose you for a second, Al?
Yeah.
Okay, because I was not on the screen and I was looking at the sheets and I asked you a question. I was wondering. Yeah,
Okay.
so I was saying that Isharful Naveed, not many people would have heard of him and his, like spinning capability. So only half a
Mhm.
percent ownership today. So he's going to be a big differential.
Yeah, Israel Lucknow is going to be one of the top differentials in play today, especially if Sydney Sixers bowl second. Because as the innings progresses, the wicket starts assisting spin more and more. So in the second innings, if for example Sydney Sixers are defending something like 170, then he's going to pick up at least a couple of wickets in the middle, bowling through the second innings, through the heart of the second innings. And again, yeah, when I was looking at researching, doing the research yesterday, he was picked only by less than 1% of the managers. So it could increase, but I don't see it going above 10% max today.
Yeah, probably after seeing our show, a lot more people
Mm.
would pick up Naveed on their team. But he's
Yeah,
also, you said, it could be a good differential captaincy option. Probably
yeah.
he could come on even 3-4 wickets today.
Yeah, I mean, most of the daily fantasy systems give bonus points for LBW on bold. We know what happens with a bowler who has sharp googly like that of Naveed. They are going to get a lot of LBW on bowls. So it's going to be 33 points for bowlers instead of the normal 25. So even if he gets a couple of wickets, it could be you're looking at 150 points when captained.
Yeah, I think it's a very good deck. It has a purchase. It's a good batting deck, and also it has a good
Mm.
purchase for pace bowlers.
Mm.
And and Adelaide is a deck where Nathan Lyon has bowled really well. He's the highest run getter there, so obviously it's a good deck to bowl spin as well. So it's going to be a good contest between bat and ball today.
Yeah.
So let's just look at the team comparisons just quickly. So you have a 5.3 rating for Adelaide Strikers and 5.6 for
Mm.
Sydney Sixers. Uh,
Mm.
Talk to us through the various factors and
See
the
the
rating system that.
yeah. The first thing I look for is the opening. Obviously, are they complemented both by hand and skill set? For example, if they should be right-handed, there should be a right-handed and left-handed option at the top because unless there may be a few exceptions, but in general you need a right hand and left hand complement because it will be easier for opponents to introduce their off spinner or the SLA otherwise. So that's something that I look for. And one thing to be complemented by hand. It's the whole different thing to be complemented by skill set too, because you could have a right hander who may be bad against off spin. That doesn't mean much. So it has to be complemented both by hand and skill set. That's one of the measures that I have. Spin hitting is how good the number 3, 4, and 5. The heart of the batting order is against spin when the field is spread actually. So between over number 6 to 7, 7 to 16, for example, traditionally speaking, in Big Bash, although it's different with the surge coming in, pace hitting is basically how good the lower middle order is against space, all length space. You could be good against full length, but that is not enough unless you're good. Unless you can also handle the hard length, when it's pitched back of length at pace. Can you handle it? That's the question that we are discussing in the pace hitting part. And the batting depth is I'm looking for at least 8 proper batting options. And if you have 9, you get a full one. If you have 8, you get a point 0.8 or a point 0.7, depending on the quality of the rest of the batters in the 11. So batting quality is there an impact at every major batting area? Is there an impact player in your opening position? Is there an impact player in your middle order? 3, 4, 5, and is there an impact player at the lower middle order? So if you have three impact players at varying positions, you'll be getting a full one. So that's the batting unit. New ball is obvious; it's self-explanatory. Do you have at least 3 overs of quality new ball pace up front, because that's when the new ball does things. Can you utilize it? So that's one of the things we are looking at. Raw pace and bounce is again self-explanatory. Henry Thornton for Adelaide strikers gives them a point 0.8. On the other hand, Sydney Sixers a lot of medium paces, which is why they have a 0. Death bowling is obviously, do you have a good mix of slow balls, yorkers, and raw pace and bounce? So this is what makes up the entire one pointer of the death bowling. Required spin for opposition is that for the in the team dogs we have a complementary spin, but in these match dogs we have required spin for opposition, because you could have a slow left arm spinner, but that wouldn't mean anything against a team that has a number of left-handers. For example, 3 to 4 left-handers. You could have an off spinner. For example, yesterday Sydney Thunder had one, but it wouldn't mean much against RHB batting unit. So we didn't take that into account. So it's basically the required spin for the type of batters opposition has. Bowling depth is basically I'm looking for at least 6 proper bowling options. If you have that, you will get the full quota of 1 point for it.
Yeah. With that being discussed, let's go back to the fantasy sheet. Thanks for explaining that, Al. So, the base fantasy team. I will just reduce the percentage of display here. So you are recommending Josh Philippe, James Vince,
Yeah. Mm,
Chris Lynn, Sean Abbott, Matt Short, Henry Thornton, Peter Siddle, Rashid Khan. It looks like a very balanced fantasy team. Ishar Hulak Naveed.
We have managed to
So
sneak in at least a couple of differentials here. I expect Matt Shot's percentage to rise. It was 30 when I was doing the research, which was surprising because of the impact he had last season, where he scored 450 at a healthy strike rate. But it should rise. Although even if it rises, we still have Henry Thornton and Naveed to do the trick.
interesting. So let's go to our favorite app now, FanX. And today
Hmm.
we have a slightly different contest compared to yesterday. So let me just bring up the app. So here it is. So like I was discussing yesterday, I download the app, and then once you register, you get 500 coins to play with. And today we
Yeah.
just made it very simple. You just have to have 10 coins as entry fee, and the
Hmm.
top 10 they get 100 coins a piece, so it's 10 times the return.
Hmm.
And it's an interesting thing to play, because there is no money involved, so there is no risk there. This could be a way, like rookie fantasy players, someone just coming in to enjoy
Hmm.
it. Like they say, it could wet the beak. Just to stay in, have some kind of investment into the game to make the game watching a lot more exciting. So
Also, we
like I
are
said,
going to start cash contest very soon. So this free entry gives you real cash to play with on those contests as well. If you win, if you become one of the top 10 in the contest today.
yeah. And yesterday we're going to just quickly talk about the contest yesterday.
Hmm.
I came out quite short, but if you
Hmm.
see, it was just yesterday was just 50 coins to enter, and
Hmm.
Jay Bihari actually won 2,500 rupees. So just
Wow.
invest coins and get a return of 50 coins for 2,500 rupees, and the coins are given to you free. Is a great deal.
Was it a winner takes all?
It was winner takes all. So entire 2,500 rupees went to Jay Bihar.
What a day to hit a jackpot.
Yeah. So let's go back to the lobby. So there are four sections. There is lobby, where you can join the upcoming contest for the upcoming games,
Hmm.
and there is live game, the games that are going on live, you
Hmm.
could go to the tab. The upcoming will have, for example, I've joined the Pakistan England contest, for the test match that starts in
Hmm.
a couple of days' time. So that's a contest I've joined, and obviously we just went through the history, where you
Yeah.
get to see, history of all the contests that you have played. So
Hmm.
it's a very fairly simple, straightforward, user-friendly app, and that's why I like it much better than compared to the other fantasy apps, which makes the initial intuitive way of using it bit difficult compared to
Hmm.
what I see with Panex.
Hmm.
So so I'm just, as you can see, I have enough and more coins still left, in my wallet. So it just takes 10 coins to play, so I'm just going to click on that. So with all the match analysis, player analysis we have done, so Al is going to help me pick up the maximum number of runs scored by a player. I think we're going to pick Josh Felipe, just
Yeah.
because of my bias that I already picked him up on Bet 365. And then obviously the bowler. I think I'm thinking between Rashid Khan, Shahrullah, Naveed, but let's pick
Hmm.
up the fielder first.
Yeah, we have an update on the toss. Adelaide Strikers have won it, and they are batting first. So as we have given this tip in our preseason channel, we have asked our subscribers to pick the keeper who from the team that bowls second. So because the team batting first has won a lot of matches, we are expecting the keeper in the second innings to be in the action. So we could pick Harry Nielsen today for this.
Yeah, that's brilliant. So let me pick Harry Nielsen for Adelaide Strikers. Then once you've done the fielding, you just have to click on next. Then
Hmm.
you pick the player who scored the maximum number of runs today.
Hmm.
And I think we're going to go ahead with Josh Philippe, right?
Yeah, he's a clearly he's the best option today.
Oops, something happened. So I'm just going to start from the beginning. Probably I hit the back button by mistake. So I'm going to pick Josh Philippe. Here he is. And then wickets. So this is an interesting one. So between Rashid Khan, Thornton, and Ishar
Yeah.
Ulak Naveed, who would you go with?
Hmm. I think we can rule out Naveed at least because he's going to be part of the first team that bowls first. So we could increase our chances by picking the bowler from the team that bowls second. So it could be between Rashid Khan and Taunton. Considering we have squared off at the first two, both you and me have Nielsen and Felipe. So one of us can pick Taunton and the other can pick Rashid Khan.
All right. So I'm going to go with Thornton. I'm really
All
excited
right.
about his talent, so that you could pick Rashid Khan and win. It's as simple as that. You've joined the contest successfully. So once you've joined the contest, it comes on your upcoming. Like I already showed you, the Pakistan England Test match was also in the upcoming tab. And once
Yeah.
the game starts in 33 minutes, it goes into the
Mm.
live tab.
Mm.
So it's as simple as that. So we've done with FanX. Now
Mm.
let's pick our team on Team 11.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do for that is I'm going to bring, maybe minimize the sheet a bit so that I can bring that on the thing side by side, making things slightly easier to display on the show. So we're going to do the wicket keeper. So again, Henry Nielsen.
For this, we can go Josh Felipe because we'll also need the runs, no?
Yeah, that's a good point. So then we will pick the bowlers next.
Yeah, I'm just
So
waiting for
we
the Adelaide Strikers 11 to be out. Sydney Sixers
Mhm.
11 is already out.
Okay, let's pick up Sydney Sixers players for now.
Hmm.
I
James
think
wins. Yeah.
so. In the bowlers, what are the options we have? So we
I
called
think
out.
we'll have to obviously get Sean about in.
Mhm.
He's their first choice death bowler, first choice new ball bowler. He's basically their everything. So
So
Sean
Sean
Abbott
Abbott,
is
will he
one.
be on the all rounder because I don't see him
Yeah,
on the bowlers?
Dream 11 has him in their all rounder section.
Okay, he's the first name. So we picked up Sean Abbott and
And we can also
Henry
have
Thornton
Israel uh,
on the bowling
Taunton
side.
is, yeah, he's from Adelaide Strikers, so we could go to that after finishing this
Sure,
off.
sure. So
Now
so Sydney
we could pick
Sixers.
Naveed.
Mhm.
He's still a differential, I
Okay,
guess. Let me check his ownership percentage. Yeah, 0.74%. If he does well today, great.
it's a zero selected by 0.72%. Yeah,
Yeah,
so he's going to be a differential definitely for us. And
yeah.
this is where it helps if you have subscription. Sorry,
Adelaide Strikers 11 is out.
super. So we picked up three players. So let's go ahead and pick a few more bowlers. Rashid Khan, definitely, right?
Yeah, Rashid Khan, Peter Siddle, Henry Taunton.
Peter Siddle. Taunton is actually in the all rounders.
Not sure
So
what
we
he
picked
does
up
with the bat,
two.
but yeah,
Yeah. So we picked up two all rounders and three bowlers.
he's too tall to do anything useful with the bat.
That's an interesting insight. So we will go to the batsmen. So James Wins,
Yeah,
Chris Lynn.
Christian.
Chris, Chris Lynn no longer bowls, is it?
No, and he might have bowled at the start of his career, but he's no longer
Hmm.
bowling.
Okay. And we picked up now four, five, eight players. We still have three players to pick.
Have you taken Matt Shot?
Not
He's
yet.
in all-rounder section.
So yeah, Matt Shot. So that makes it nine.
I think
And
we
who else
need a
is? Here you go.
just going through the list. We could pick Hayden Kerr. He's in the all-rounder section as well. Bats at 7 and is one of their three main strike bowlers. So that's a good
Hayden Kerr.
option to have. Yeah, in the all-rounder section.
So Hayden Kerr, right? Kerr.
Yeah, yeah, Hayden Kerr and I'm going with Curtis Patterson as my last pick.
And he Curtis Patterson. Yeah.
Yeah, he was in great form last year.
So we picked our 11,
Hmm.
picking our next. So captaincy and vice captaincy. So should we pick up the differential option?
I think that would be too risky. We'll be happy with the 1% ownership. So let's make it a safer one. We could go for Rashid Khan and Rashid Khan and Josh Philippe as our vice captain. Rashid Khan as the captain.
Rashid Khan as the captain. So we picked Rashid Khan. Just 6% of them have picked Rashid Khan as the captain, and Josh Philippe 9.66%. So we're done with that. Pick the captain and the vice captain, and all you have to now do is join the contest. So
Yeah,
I'm gonna pick the ones which have $100 to $1,000 of entry fee, and then apply. So let's see what we get here. So pick the one which has got.
750.
Go ahead.
There's a 1,500 league, no? Two spots left. What is it, entry?
Yeah,
600 or something.
851.
Yeah, that's good. Could go for that.
And unfortunately, I don't think I have enough balance on this thing. And after having moved to the US, Loading balance with my phone pay and my
Hmm.
GPay is having some issues. I need to sort it out. So I have 500
Okay.
rupees balance for now.
Okay.
So let's pick a contest which is around 270.
Yeah.
So it's midway, and hopefully I make 500 rupees. I'll have more money to play tomorrow.
Yeah.
So yeah, to pick this contest. Yeah, so this contest is picked. This add email issue keeps cropping up. I'm just gonna go. I should add my email sometime. It kind of act. I asked at a very miss opportune time to pick up enter your email when you're starting to finish complete your team. So here is my team. The contest is full. So if you go in, you will see. So it's me and RCB follower 2020. So let's see what's the team is picked up. Oh, please wait till the match starts to view other teams. I cannot view the other
Yeah.
person's team till the match starts. All right. So, what is our betting pick today? Do you have any
We
picks
don't
that?
have any pre-match calls today, but we'll keep our subscribers updated for the in-play calls if there is any.
Okay. So this was great. Picking the team on both Fan X and Dream 11.
Yeah.
Hopefully, we'll have a betting pick for tomorrow. One good thing that
Yeah.
happened was that even though I lost $30 yesterday on Burns, Bet365 gave me a bonus of $200 having
Wow.
done our first successful bet. So I was when I logged in today, I saw a balance of $270, and I was thinking, what? And then I realized it's a signing bonus. So I was very
Okay.
eager to play today, but we don't have a betting call, so I don't want to go and burn my money. So let's wait till tomorrow, and then
Yeah.
hopefully we'll
We
have a
have our
betting call for tomorrow.
pre-tournament bets running for us anyway.
Yeah,
Felipe in action today.
yeah. All right, Al. So that's it for our show today. Thank you so much for
Yeah.
joining in, and
Sure.
enjoy the game. And I look forward to seeing you again tomorrow.
Yeah. Same here.
All right, then. Bye. You take care.
Bye.